Hey guys, we're back with Everybody Summer on part 53 now? I think it's 53. When we last left off, we went to find Shirk with Slavia. We kind of paraphrased through it all. And infirmary, yeah. Wait, hold on, let me get the guide up. I just want to make sure that wasn't an important choice. Walkthroughs. Because it'd suck if I had to redo everything. And nope, okay. Next choice is the strawberries. I've already read through that, I think. So let's turn my volume up a little. Yeah, I've already read through it. Okay. Thanks to the girls. Yeah, I figured that at one point this choice would matter, because you know, telling Slavia is basically like this. Is she like the assistant? Like, well, she acts like it at least. Like Olga's assistant. So, try to snatch the book. I don't want to accidentally get another girl's out somehow. That would suck. So, you know, just playing it safe. Hey, Miku. Hey, Oyana. I would like to finish this game in the next 2 days, but I don't think I even have enough hard drive space to do that. Because that happened when I was recording Steins Gate. Do nothing, just keep sitting. Hey guys, been event Slavia. I was really interested as to where Slavia's gone. Though I also wanted to leave this place as fast as possible, and if not finally lay down to sleep, then at the very least spend some time alone. Away from all these pioneers and Olga, who couldn't wait to make me busy with something again. Picked a good moment of fleed. I think it's supposed to be fled to the forest. Night's fallen on the camp. Absolutely normal and unremarkable. One of those nights with a dark sky, stars, or crescent moon don't trigger any special emotions, when the crickets chirr and singing of nightbirds seems more like an everyday routine than a nocturne's charm. I wandered around the forest with no special purpose, trying not to get too far from the camp. After all, there was a chance to meet Oyana out there, and this natural disaster was probably even worse than the camp later. I sat down on a fallen tree and went into thinking. Why is it all happening to me? Why do I get myself into foolish situations every time and everywhere? Even when I suddenly have words, you know, Semyon's just kind of like, you know, I'm the main character, why? No, I must hide in the night forest from our raving camp leader and our workhorse pioneers. Stars in the sky were shining brightly. You know, why doesn't Olga have her own out? I just kind of think that's a bit weird. It was as if some pain settled in my chest. I have envisioned my old flat clearly, and a detestable burning started making its way from my stomach to the throat. No, it was the wistfulness. Or like a sad reminiscence. Because despite all that will happen, I felt more alive spending at least less than 5 days here than the last several years there. Now I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go back. Only one question still guided me. How and why have I got here? Flared up yet another time in my mind. Haven't spent much time seeking the answer or just thinking about my situation lately. My thoughts were occupied with everyday routine affairs. And now, in order to break myself and start wishing for staying here for good, I need to understand the nature of this place. It's just that even a nightingale in a golden cage is there to know how and by whose will he got there. Yeah, you know that. I want to know how I got here too. And after that, to make a choice as if to stay or not. Probably I would have been wandering in my existential thoughts for a long time, but I heard voices approaching. Olga and the pioneers. Looks like they proceed with their hike. After this route is done, I'm gonna finally have an answer to one of my questions. Well, you know, I'd have to do Oyana's too yeah, but you see, with the Lena route, you know, we stayed in this time. With the Alyssa route, we went back. Of the bus. You see, going on the bus, that's what you know, we like in the Lena route when we went on the bus, we woke up in Lena's lap at some time. I'm not for sure about that one. You see, guess if there's a pattern of all the other girls is going back to your own time, then you know that'll make me think that Lena has something to do with this. Because you know, in the Miku route, you know, Lena's insane. And, you know, maybe that's true in this and like in this timeline too, because you know she's a bit of a yandere is not the right term for it, but you know that's the easiest way to get it across. I've headed to this camp in a fast pace. I had no desire to come up to camp leader's cabin because I surely would be scolded by her, and just waiting for this made me much worse. Soon enough, I arrived for the beach, but I wasn't here alone. Pioneer uniform was laying on the sand, girls' one. But no one seemed to be swimming in water. I almost thought of another devilry when suddenly a voice came from behind. Is that? Oh, truanting the hike. I thought you were still in the woods. And she's not naked. Oh. I turned around and saw Sylvia in a bikini. Sorry, I guess I interrupted you. That's okay, I'm almost done. Why have you decided to go to a swim during the night? Oh, well, is it prohibited? She smiled. Well, no. It's just... Won't Olga mind you... Oh, oops. You're really leaving? So you did the same. Sylvia gave me a fast glance. Yeah, me too. Sat down on the sand and stared at the river. You didn't like the hike, did you? No, it's not that. I just wanted to stay alone for some time. And I've interrupted you. Oh, no, not really. It's not like you at all. What are you talking about? Well, to leave like that. I'm not a robot that constantly acts like a predefined program. Or is she? Yeah, right. I was still puzzled, and fatigue was also becoming stronger and stronger. I was gonna do like that ba ba ba, but for that to be funny, I'd have to edit in, like, you know, the screen closing in and like going zigzaggy with Slavia's face. But you know, editing me, that's a funny one. There are absolutely no thoughts in my head. More precisely, I was so happy that there's no room for development of any ideas. If during the best times my mind was like a broad highway on which millions of thoughts are sweeping over, trying to overturn things, come on, words. That's just the first thing that crossed my mind. So basically my mind's blank, I have no idea what to say. Don't you think it's all pretty strange here? Okay, you didn't completely screw up like last time. Strange. Everything that happens here. It's an ideal model of a pioneer camp. Of course, it's not like I know a lot about them, but it looks exactly like I imagined. What are you talking about? Slavik glanced at me in perplexity. Didn't you ever think that you're out of place? I don't know. More precisely, not at the place where you're meant to be at all. As if thousands of kilometers away you're home. Away from home, or just in another galaxy. I don't understand you. We're all similar in this. I laid down on my back and looked at the stars. What would you think if I told you that I'm an alien from the future? Are you? asked Slavia in dead earnest. Well, let's assume I am. How shall I return to my time? Do you really want to? Yeah, all the conversations with her that have to do with my situation, even the slightest hints always end up with the same thing. She's like offering me to stay, almost insists on it. Well, let's assume that I'm not sure. There, as we call it, everything is home-like to me. Or rather, more familiar. Practically everything is known to me, and I'm prepared for any situation. And here it's the other way around. Literally, every little fragment becomes a surprise, and everything's different. Is it really that bad? I won't call it bad, unfamiliar, unclear. Sometimes it is to be hard to change something, especially for people with my personality. But what do you really want? To start with, I cannot answer this question until I find out exactly where here is. Then go and find it out, if only it was that easy. What's so difficult about this? Everything's difficult. I don't even know how to start. Yeah, there's like this robotics club that keep pestering me. I'm some little girl who puts bugs in my food. Some crazy girl who looks like Hanako but isn't. And some tsundere who's into terrorism. You know, nothing goes easy on me. Everything's difficult. I don't even know. You're all talking about it so seriously as if it's for real. She laughed. Who knows? Pretty long silence came forth. Suddenly Slavia sneezed. Oh, bless you. Thanks. It wasn't a good idea to swim during the night. You could get ill. Hurry to the cabin, it's cold here. That's not how colds work. Unless you're in Japan, then, you know, colds are very deadly there. You know, they have, I think 90% of people who contract a cold die in Japan. You know, that's... I heard that on Wikipedia, so I mean, you know, as my teacher said, Wikipedia's not reliable. There's internet pranksters who always change the information. You can get ill. Hurry to the cabin, it's cold here. It's nothing, I'd rather sit here with you a bit more. Now, just let me dress. Oh, I actually heard something funny, that the US government is banned from editing, like, quite a few articles, like, regarding, there's that one guy who leaked information, I forget his name, and I forget what he leaked, but, you know, They kept changing it to where like you're just able to trade or something. I forget the exact word. So they got paid. It's kind of funny. Sure, they're flattered, but let's go. I'll walk you. We didn't even walk dozens of steps before Slavic grasped my arm. What's the matter? Well, suddenly I felt dizzy. I had your forehead. I was burning. I was never able to measure the body temperature by touch, but it was obvious it's the case. I told you. Achoo! Come on, come on. No, I can infect Xenia. Oh yeah, Xenia is her roommate. Listen, let's go to the infirmary. And what would you do in the infirmary at night alone? It's nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. If you don't want to help, I'll go by myself. Just let go of my hand and it's ready to leave. Don't get upset. Put it over, it's cold. I handed her my sweater, which I took with me to the hiking. Found some use for it. Good boy. Thanks. She wrapped the sweater around herself and threw a tender and caring glance at me. Then I said not to argue. Infirmary it is. Okay, fine, as you say. 5 minutes later, we were standing at the infirmary door and Slavia was picking up the right key. I still considered the idea quite foolish. Nobody died from a common cold. No, in Japan, it happens in all my Chinese cartoons, my Korean cartoons, my Vietnamese cartoons, my young countries. What kind of cartoons are they? At least in the past century. I couldn't see a good reason to spend a night in the infirmary. Finally, Slavia opened the door and leaned on my hand. Oh, there's gonna be an H scene, isn't there? I'm still feeling a bit dizzy, she said guiltily. Slavia landed on the bed and I sat on the chair nearby. Listen, still, alone, the whole night in the infirmary. After all, even Xenia can give you a glass of water if you need it. She wouldn't catch the illness. She's young and strong. It's alright. I don't want to constrain anyone. The nurse will come tomorrow. Mario. Suddenly imagine myself in Slavia's place. Imagine that I have to spend the whole night here alone. And shivers ran down my spine. Listen, maybe I could stay here with you for some time. I owed a lot to Slavia. In fact, didn't want to leave. Before, everything will be fine. Thanks for walking me down. You should go and have some sleep. You know, zombie Orianas could kill you. I still think it's fine. For a moment I thought, of course nothing terrible will happen to her. I would feel myself more relaxed if I stay here. I think... Well, come on. Slavia cried out, as if offended. You won't throw me out, will you? I smiled slightly. Alright, but if you get infected, blame yourself. I was happy with my little victory. Okay, then what should we do? There should be some playing cards in the chest. The Fool? In fact, I don't know any other games except that one in poker. I don't know. I don't even know if The Fool is a game. And I don't know how to play poker. Like, I understand the concept, but... We spent a lot of time playing. I completely lost track of time. Chatted, laughed a lot. Slavia didn't seem ill at all. Then the midnight came. Time to sleep, probably. How did I know it's midnight? Where are you going? She gazed at me. Come on. You shouldn't be sitting with me. I can do it anyway. At the moment I could fall asleep even standing. Slavia watched me for some time and then drew the curtain and said, Good night. Night. I lowered my head on my arms and I fell asleep in an instant. Despite being exhausted, I slept troublingly. It was more of a slumber. My awareness was leaving me and returning again. The best possible state for dreaming, something psychedelic? Bus number 410 rode past the room. Oh hey! Buzz, hey! Let me on! I was falling from the ceiling when my computer's monitor suddenly rose in the middle of the table. Old people blended into the walls, rubbish piles through the floor, and the old bed materialized in the corner. I was in my old flat again. The scenery changed to one in my hometown. It's like I was running through endless hordes of people, bustling in and out. The darkness lowered on me. Prehistoric, universal darkness. I jumped up a tear. Ah! 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 Oh, just a jail. I was sweating like a river. Slavia was looking at me worriedly from the bed. Just a bad dream. I attempted to smile. You were screaming. Screaming what? No, I wasn't screaming. I don't know. It was incomprehensible. The clock only displayed... Oh, there's a clock. Oh. Oh, it's only been 30 minutes. Semyon? Huh? I'm freezing. Ho ho ho! I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to have to edit. Please no. Hang on, I'll find a blanket. I've searched through one cabinet after another, swearing to myself that the memory has nothing to cover the patients. Sorry, there's nothing here. Wait, I'm gonna bring something. You don't have to. If you just type with me, it'll be much warmer. She's absolutely serious. Her voice sounded so piteous that I lost my breath for a second. Are you sure that it is okay? So it's not? She asked blushingly. Oh yeah, she's blushing really hard, I can tell. No, why? You know, all this Slavia CG is just like out of place. Taking off my shoes slowly and laid on the very edge of the couch. Like, you can tell the CGs were made by different people. It's not really a bad thing, it's just... And it's totally understandable because, you know, Everlasting Summer, it's you know, just made by, I guess, it's just an indie team, I guess you could say. That's true, but not really the term I'm looking for. I took off my shoes and laid on the very edge of the couch. Oh, but by the way, I have a question about it. Was this game made similarly to how Kachiwa Sojo was made? Because I know 4chan are the guys, like, you know, well, yeah, the entirety of 4chan. No, like, you know, people from 4chan kind of like grouped together to make it. Is that similar to how Everlasting Summer is made? The Russian 4chan, you know, anonymous image board. I forget which one it is. I know 2chan is Japanese. I don't know which one. But anyways, I think that's how it's made. I'm not for sure. Can somebody confirm that for me? Thanks. Checking out my shoes slowly and laid on the very edge of the couch, trying to occupy as less space as possible, so that she can stop breathing. Savvy embraced me gently and put her head on my chest. Yeah, that's better. She purred. I was unable to say anything. She's the cat! Of course! I was unable to say anything, and now she's lying calmly. Very good. Thank you. For what? Savvy kept her eyes closed and seemed to be ready to fall asleep any second. For being here. It's fine. 2 minutes ago, she was desperately trying to get rid of me. No? Really? Then, you are welcome. She said nothing, and I was sure that Savvy smiled. Contact us at any time, as they say. You're so kind. You care so much. Who says that? Trying to. You're a good friend. Ah! Friends! Ah, man! Friend? Well, yeah, probably. Somehow this word hit me painfully. On one hand, there was no reason to believe that I was simply more to Savvy than just a friend. What are these thoughts for anyways? Me too. How can I bring myself to find the right words? What's up with me too? Had a pleasure dealing with you. Hope for a further mutual beneficial cooperation. Oh yeah, it's cool being friends with you too. Let's go and play in the sandbox. This was twice as hard to endure with Savvy lying right next to me. I couldn't run, I couldn't hide, and even without looking in her eyes, I knew she sees right through me. You're distressed with something, aren't you? No, I'm fine. But I can tell that you are. No? Well, baby, want to talk about it? No, not really. In fact, there's nothing you need to talk about. And you don't really know why you're upset? Yeah, probably. Then why are you getting upset in the first place? She laughed. Turns out that I shouldn't. That's great! She hugged me even harder. Not cold, Town. I'm fine. Just tell me if you're not comfortable. No, it's okay. Like that time on the boat? My muscles, as if I remembered that paddling competition, reminded me itself of its dull ache. It was totally different. Oh, okay. She said slightly, and raised her head a bit. So everything's fine? Yep, perfectly. I started to worry. Savvy surely wanted something from me. Wanted me to do something or say, but what? Are you sure? Yeah. No, you have to make the call! Yeah, probably. Well then, have a good night. You too. Come on, not man enough, man. For a while, she fell asleep. I shook the clock out of the corner of my eye. It was only 1 a.m., which meant that I started to lie in this position until morning. I was really concerned that my arm would go numb. It was so close to Savvy, and since the dangerous closeness, I couldn't sleep at all. And then the nurse will find us! Various thoughts were invading my head. Did she really consider the whole situation normal? Just when I thought about how bad it would be if anyone finds us, the door opened, and the light was on and Olga rushed in. My heart jumped and stopped for a moment. Semyon! Hey! Said the camp leader in a diabolically calm voice. I'm searching for you everywhere, and you escaped from the forest ahead of time. Haven't come to sleep, and now you're seducing our respite here. Savvy instantly woke up. She was staring at the camp leader's sleepy eyes for a few seconds, and then instantly understood what's going on and jumped from bed. Olga, it's not what you're thinking. I just felt ill, and Semyon walked me here. And then I got cold, and I told him to go to his cabin. Yeah, sure. So you're sick, are you? I am, answered Savvy humbly. Olga! Then you have to get a treatment. Oh, she watched me menacingly. And you, get up and follow me. I understood that arguing was not an option and left the infirmary, not even looking at Savvy. We reached the square without saying a word. Olga efficiently overlooked me and said, time to go home. I have a serious conversation for you. Mom! I felt awful the whole way. The camp leader silently followed me. I thought that once again I got in a stupid situation which would be perceived totally wrong by everybody. Nothing to discuss. What if I were in Olga's place? 2 teenagers cuddling in an empty infirmary at night. Hard to come up with any apologies. The worst thing is that all those things always happen specifically to me. I'm the main character. What could I do? I always consider myself having an analytical mind. However, it's rare could be put into practice. This been going on for a while. I'm gonna cut it once it, We entered the cabin. The camp leader continuing the interrogation. Would you mind explaining me something? She seemed to calm down a bit. Alyssa's side of a character appealed to me. She was, of course, an impulsive woman, but was also cooling down quickly. Xavier already told you everything. You expect me to believe in that? I can't force you to believe that, but I'm not going to invest any excuses either, because that's true. She looked at me for some time and then said, "Tomorrow I will decide what to do with you." Ha ha! Ha ha! She didn't even see through my weak lie! Ha ha ha! So the joke was that I wasn't a lie. I rolled myself on a blanket, not even bothering to undress, and turned to the wall. Interesting, why does she only blame me for what happened? I wasn't there alone, after all. Stalvia is a role model pioneer, of course, but no, I didn't intend to shift the blame to her. I felt too ashamed for getting into an idiotic situation once again. Involuntarily, with no malicious thoughts, not expecting any trouble. I could be pitying myself for a long time, but the fatigue took over me, and I blinked out. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again in a day. Most likely. Unless, like, my internet goes out or something, then, it could be a week. Oh, that would be bad. See you guys later.